We bring you tonight into Portland over the Burnside Bridge on a gorgeous evening here in the Pacific Northwest. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you very much. What a great comeback story for Derrick Rose. His resilience over the years of injuries has been rewarded. He says everybody struggles. People pretend like they don't. My down days were on TV, so I couldn't hide. The whirlwind I was in, I always stayed calm. I think that's just part of who I am. It's my character. Kevin?
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you. And tonight, two clubs, Smitty, that love to work their half-court sets. What can the fans expect tonight?
I think when you look at two teams, Kevin, that play at a slower pace and like to play in a half court, you will see more basketball strategy. That's some old school hoops, and I like watching it.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Smart. Then it's John Collins. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Conley, Anthony out there with Whiteside. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's George in at the small forward. Now, here's George. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game. Anthony, the pass to Conley. It's rebounded by Memphis. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
A really embarrassing loss indeed, and one that they will hopefully learn from. Got to keep your hands to yourself sometimes, or it could cost you the game.
The Trailblazers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
And Memphis making a change here. Ingles is checked in. And George drops them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Outside Tatum. The 3. That shot, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they've got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Passes it to Ingles. Offline with his 3. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Powell with it. He's picked up by Collins. The 15-footer. Whiteside kicks to Conley. From deep. Rebounded by Smart. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Mitchell outside. Collins against Anthony. Mitchell passes to Tatum. 5 to shoot. Over George. Tatum's shot is off.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Whiteside, high post. Conley, the pass to George. buries it from three-point range. George has got 7 points in the game.
A reliable jump shooter, Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Back to Smart. Conley against Tatum. Over Conley. No good off the back of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And this is something Conley's worked on since entering the league, his ability to stretch the floor.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 7-point differential. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Hassan Whiteside. Putting up about 10 points a night, 14 rebounds, and just over 3 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
He's a bull inside, let me tell you. When he starts to get that look in his eye, just get out of his way.
Now here's Smart. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Trailblazers leading by 7. Conley misses off the left iron.
I mean, all period, it's been a struggle for him scoring the ball. Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Now here's Powell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
The free throw drops for Powell. And I imagine this is a really tough stretch of the season for teams that, Steve, are on the outside of the playoff picture.
It is, Kevin. But no player in this league should quit on the season. There's a lot you can do on working on your individual and team chemistry and team camaraderie for the next season.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Steve, if you were playing in this era, how engaged do you think you'd be on social media?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kevin. I think a lot, because I think right now that's just the way this era communicates. And obviously there's some negatives to social media, but there's a lot of positive from a standpoint of being able to reach your fans, get your message out, especially what we've been going through in this time for our social injustice. But I also think there's a lot of marketing and branding opportunities through social media.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Smart.
Already with a bullseye on his back, Donovan Mitchell reacts to the defense, and he scores.
Conley, the pass to Carmelo. George against Ingles. And George kicks to Conley. Hits it from three-point range. Conley's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Portland.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Mitchell looking it over. Shot, high post, score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Boy, how valuable is Donovan Mitchell? Having him in the fold sets up this team moving forward.
Conley, the pass to Anthony. Nobody near George. And another three for Portland.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
They were very patient, and that was the difference. It's hard to be patient, I know, but look at the outcome they had.
And now a moment to see the stats for Conley. He's been a factor for them over the last month. 16th in steals. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And yeah, he's one of the better steal guys in the league, constantly getting his hands in there. And as a ball handler, you have to respect him at all times. Now, here's Ingles. No points in the game yet for him.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Powell kicks to George. Pass to Anthony. There's the feed to Conley. Dishes to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's George for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Ingles. And here's Smart. Tatum passes to Mitchell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
I just don't know how you defend Donovan Mitchell. He's a dangerous offensive player, and he's learning how to get to the free throw line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And Mitchell drops them both.
In a short time span, I'm amazed at how far Donovan Mitchell's come. He has very few weaknesses for a young player.
Now here's Conley. Boy, that win against the Jazz, he's another guy who really showed up to play. George passes to Whiteside. Lays it up off the glass.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Mitchell outside. The pass to Ingles. Back to Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for John Collins.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Now here's Dragic. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Utah. And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Good checked in for Memphis. Anthony, the pass to Dragic. Over Rose. And Dragic with the basket on the assist by Anthony. And the Trailblazers lead by 14. Mitchell finds Rose. Outside Tatum. Gibson with the steal. Dragic against Rose. Now here's Dragic. He's covered closely. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Back to Rose. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
It's hard to try to stop D. Rose. When he's committed to scoring, get out of his way.
Passes to Anthony. And stolen by Tatum. Dragic again throws. Kicks it to Mitchell. The rebound by Gibson.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
From deep, George. They get it back. Another shot. And Anthony with the lay-in.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's Rose. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Dallas.
And some of the passes he threaded through the defense were just incredible. He made it look so easy.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
The kick out to Dragic. Just 5 to shoot. Over Hood. No good from Dragic. The Grizzlies trail by 16. The drive by Mitchell. Out to Hood. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
The quick trigger. Hood piercing the defense with the effective catch-and-shoot J.
Outside, George. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball.
And Derrick Rose said when he first attempted to come back from his injuries, he was playing revenge basketball. Now he just seems so much more at ease.
Yeah, I agree, GA. I'll tell you, he still has that competitive spirit in him. Yes, check that off. I think now he's just happier to be able to play the basketball injury-free. And to see his teammates and the league respond when he had that 50-point game, people were really generally happy for Derrick Rose. This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Mitchell, score of the basket, is third after 5 shots.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Dragic again throws. Outside Gibson. The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
I just love the way Gibson plays the game. Defensive-minded, willing to do whatever it takes. It's easy to see why his teammates respect him.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Vanderbilt's checked in, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Norman Powell. And Memphis also making a switch. Chris is checked in, and both free throws good from Gibson.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
And it's Rose with the ball for Memphis, trailing by 13. Here's Mitchell. No good from outside. And here are the Trailblazers. Caldwell Pope right side. He kicks to Dragic. Over Rose. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Pass to Baines. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. Caldwell Pope against Mitchell. Gibson. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
That's the kind of energy Gibson gives you, destroying opponents on the glass. Tough to box this guy out.
And it's Mitchell missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Caldwell Pope kicks to George. To the paint. Here's Dragic. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Dragic against Rose. Clock at 4. From downtown. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how his upbringing helped shape his approach to the game.
I'm the youngest of 4 boys. So as anybody who has siblings, older, younger, you understand the struggle, especially being the youngest. You know, you always got to fight for what you want.
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Trailblazers enjoying a nice lead here.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's their strategy. Try to overwhelm you. Try to put you in a hole you have to dig yourself out of.
They've got Taj Gibson. Dragic is out there with Caldwell Pope. Then it's Paul George. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Portland. George looking over the floor. Plenty of space. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. George has got 17.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Here's Rose. Here's Baines. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Now Dragic. 6 points for him. Outside Gibson. Here's George. And then George with the jam.
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Pass to Baines. He dishes it to DeRozan. The pass to Rose. And here's Hood. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Passes it to DeRozan. Fires from 14. And it's Portland with the rebound. George has got his 6th rebound on the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Vanderbilt. And Dragic has it in the corner. Pass to Vanderbilt. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
Yeah, and Caldwell Pope pretty effective in that pick and roll.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 19-point game. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that. He knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
A different look now for Portland. Whiteside's checked in for Gibson, and it's Mike Conley in for Paul George. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Collins checked in for Aaron Baines. Joe Ingles comes in for Rodney Hood, and Smart subbed in for Derrick Rose. Now, here's DeRozan. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Dallas.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
And so it's Memphis with it, trailing by 19. Hits the three-point bomb. Ingles has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Portland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Smart against Conley. Caldwell Pope outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Smart on the wing. Covered by Conley. Here's Chris. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Caldwell Pope finds Conley. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Fires the three. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 16. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. On defense, the Trailblazers. Here's Ingles. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. And they double up DeRozan. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Conley, the pass to Whiteside. Conley against Smart. To the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Carmelo Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for Caldwell Pope. The Grizzlies also making a change. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Marquise Chris. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Here's Smart. Tries again. Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah, nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Earning all rookie first team honors after a brilliant first year, Tatum quickly became a fan favorite.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. George is checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Portland leading by 12. Here's the floater. Unable to get that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. With some arc, and the layup is up and in.
We've talked about it before. Unselfish, great awareness. Ingles willing to turn down the shot if someone can break free.
Now, here's George. He's got 19. Down low. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Tatum. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Here's Smart. Outside Collins. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Tatum against Powell. Conley up top. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Back to George. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over DeRozan. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. George has got 21.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
Feeds to Tatum. Excellent D there from Anthony.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. Mitchell, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Memphis on defense. It's a 14-point game. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. Conley for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Conley's got 9.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
First one falls for him. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. There's the pass to George. To the paint. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. George has got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Anthony against Mitchell. Pass to DeRozan. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Nice little dribble move there from DeRozan to open up space for the shot.
Inside, Whiteside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see him.
Over his first 3 seasons, Whiteside was no better than a 50% foul shooter. Much better technique from the line since then.
Now here's Tatum. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Dallas.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
And Portland with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. They grab their own miss. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Tatum. He has 5. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Powell. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. Over Anthony. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got 4 points this quarter.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
George against Tatum. George, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Outside, Smart. Poked away. Paul George with the steal. 3 on 3. Takes the 3. And Tatum pulls it down.
Well, he was red hot in the first quarter. Hit 3 threes. Now suddenly struggling to find the range.
Here's Powell. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists in the game. To the middle. Here's Tatum. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And this is going to be an asset for Tatum. His ability to get to the line, very good at using his body to draw contact.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Whiteside. Then for the Grizzlies, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for John Collins. Rodney Hood comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Rose in for Marcus Smart. Both shots good from the stripe.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Conley, the pass to Anthony. Powell with it. He has 6. Pass to George. It's good from long range. George has got 28.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Memphis moving it around. Outside Rose. And again, Memphis no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Paul George. Pass to Baines. Outside Tatum. Back to Baines. Over Anthony. Shots good by Baines.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And you know, the adjustments should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot. His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Powell. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Chris is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Rose against Conley. Rose kicks to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. And it's Portland with the rebound. Gibson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Conley with a wide open look, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Conley's got 12.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
And now Portland on the break. Dragic gets the bucket. He's got 8.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got an offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He ended up with 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals. What'd you think about Portland, Kenny?
Well, we talk about guys who can control both ends of the floor. PG-13 has been locked in. I'd love to see his plus-minus right now.
And over to the big fella. Your thoughts on the Grizzlies' first half?
Well, the bottom line, Ernie, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys were standing behind the line, yak'em, splaka kataya, and that strategy backfired, Ernie. They gave up far too many open looks, and all those threes killed them.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from George.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Tatum. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's John Collins. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position.
Mitchell doing a good job. In order to have a chance in this league, you've got to be able to score. He's done that tonight. A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
The Grizzlies shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA. One of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Here is Conley, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Shoots it, George. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Here's Collins, and Gibson sends it back, and he recovers it. Smart on the wing, covered by Conley. Smart misses. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Mitchell kicks to Smart. The pass to DeRozan. Back to Smart. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Smart's got 6 points.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
George against DeRozan. And yes, it's good. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Conley the pass to George. And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Whiteside's checked in for Portland. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Passes it to Tatum. Now, here's Mitchell. 12 points for him. Kicks to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Over George. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 now on the night. DeRozan against George. And it's George finishing it off.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Vanderbilt's checked in, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Powell. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Smart. Off target with his 3.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Now, here's Mitchell. He's tightly guarded. Conley scanning the floor. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Ingles is checked in. Outside, Dragic. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Dragic has got 11 points.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half.
Pass to Ingles. Memphis moving that ball around. Outside, Tatum. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Outside, Dragic. And George now top of the key. That one off the back iron and out. For Memphis, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. DeRozan finds Tatum. Ingles with the ball. Over Caldwell Pope. Good as the jump shot falls. He's got 8.
The steady hand of Ingles in pick and roll action, just making plays.
Smart against Dragic. Inside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Gorn leading by example.
Smart dishes to DeRozan. And it's Paul George with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Derrick Rose is checked in for Memphis. Trailblazers on D. Outside Tatum.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And here's George for three. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his fifth rebound in this one. DeRozan against Whiteside. And Whiteside sends it back.
Be careful. Whiteside is the ultimate rim protector.
Here's Caldwell Pope. They get the rebound. Outside for George. Pass to Vanderbilt. A three ball. Over to the left wing. No good from Dragic. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Right through the D for the layup. DeRozan's got 4 this quarter.
Right in the teeth of that defense, DeRozan explosive through contact.
And the foul on Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Collins. And Hood subbed in for Tatum. George against DeRozan. For Memphis, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. The shot off that time, and the Trailblazers going the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand, and it goes down 2 points. George has got 36.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Caldwell Pope against DeRozan. It's deflected.
And a guy who blocks few shots, KCP stepping up and gets all of that.
Dragic gets the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's DeRozan. 8 points for him. Looking to get back on track here.
DeMar is so dangerous when he's attacking the rim. Great drive.
Portland's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Hood against Caldwell Pope. And there's the pass to Whiteside. The dish to Dragic. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot clock at 3. Launches it. And Baines pulls it down.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Now Dragic, he's got 14. Outside, George, 5 on the clock. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 5 assists in the game. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Dragic against Rose. He feeds it to Ingles. Over Dragic. And the shot is long. Portland's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointer since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Offensive rebound. Grizzlies shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. It's stolen by Dragic. And now the fast break. George with the ball. The kick out to Dragic. To the paint. And it's Whiteside. That time on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got 6 assists now in the game. Dragic against Rose. And there's the feed to Baines. And here's Ingles outside. Sinks the triple. Ingles has got 5 points now this quarter.
This is how Ingles went from being undrafted to big money. He does a lot of things for you, but stretching the floor is number one.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Passes it to Whiteside. Rose with the double team. Whiteside kicks to Dragic. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Pass to Chris. No good that time. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Here's Caldwell Pope. Some solid defense from Rose.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Ingles passes to Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. 6 points for Derrick Rose.
Defense all over him. He keeps his cool because of his strength and size at that position.
And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play. That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Conley dishes to Whiteside. Looking for Dragic, and he gets it there. It's good. Dragic has got 16.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 12. Missed inside.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Outside Conley. It's deflected, but they get it back. Foul for 3. And that one is off. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Portland. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we'll be right back after this. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, good job defensively. Good job on dropping on the rolls. Keep rebounding. Don't lose men in transition.
Well, Terry praising his guys, GA, bringing it on the defensive end.
And they've done just that so far. They just have to be able to continue with that mindset.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, Batum is out there with Dario Saric. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Simons in at the point. Down low. Here's Saric. Can't connect from short range.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
A baseline J. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Simons. And the first shot of the night for him missing. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. Again, Memphis.
He can get that shot anytime he wants because of his ability to blow by you. Donovan gets you on your heels, and he stops and pops.
Here's Simons. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. Here's Mitchell, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Can't emphasize this enough. This is the way Mitchell's got to play to give this team its best chance.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Pass to Bazemore. Batum against Hood. Batum passes to Simons. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Mitchell. The rebound by Simons. For Portland, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's Batum. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. Here's Chris. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Chris.
And drafted 8th overall back in 2016. Chris played with 4 different teams in his first 4 years.
He came into this league, GA, with a raw skill set, without a defined role. But the physical ability, we know is there. He's still very young and still has a lot of room to grow.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And, Smitty, we see the success and the great talent level in the WNBA. Do you ever think we're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had 2 women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against that could have played for sure was Cheryl Miller.
Now Smith, after the missed 3 from Dario Saric. 6 to shoot. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Lobbed up there for Gibson. And stolen by Chris. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Here's Hood. Basket counts.
The long strides of Rodney Hood covering ground in a hurry.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Now here's Batum. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here is Cook. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Over in the corner, Batum. Tipped away and stolen by Chris. An even 3-on-3 break and a wide open look for Hood. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Hood's got 5 points in the quarter.
Hood's ability to space out the floor is huge. If he's squaring up from outside, the D has to close out.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That's his first foul. Steve, you look at the large companies being created right now by some NBA players like LeBron and Steph. Talk about the example that sets for kids who look up to these guys.
You know, Kevin, I think it's a great example. Reason why they are showing the next generation of kids that's taking basketball serious, that they're more than just a basketball player. They are prepping for life after the game is over, but able to do it while they're playing.
Smith in a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Smith isn't afraid of getting hit on the way up, constantly getting into the guts of the D and forcing the issue.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
That one is no good.
And you know, known for that rim-rocking dunking ability, Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
Shot's good by Gibson.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And the new G League Pro Team, Smitty, signed a number of 5-star high school basketball players. How do you think this is going to impact the college game?
Well, I think it's going to impact it, Kevin. You miss out on those stars, for sure. But I think you'll get more guys that'll play 2, 3, 4 years in college, which will give college basketball more consistency.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Dishes it to Sharich. Gibson looking it over. Outside, Batum. And the pass to Simons. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. The shot will not fall. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Smith. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Simons has got 4 rebounds in this game. Batum wide open. He fires. The three-pointer no good. Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 16-6 run. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Taj Gibson picks one up. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Simons. Outside, Batum. Passes it to Simons.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Got that one up quick.
Taking what the defense offers up, Smith with good vision there finds the open man.
Portland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Simons. The shot's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Baines finds Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that accomplishment.
You know, Kevin, let's take those two players. Start off with Derek Fisher. Give him a lot of credit. As a role player, he was on some great teams and contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side, LeBron James was on some great teams, and he was the reason they were great teams because he's one of the greatest players of all times. Two different type of players, but both are very impressive.
So for the Trailblazers, Vanderbilt's checked in, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Kent Bazemore. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Memphis. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Smith, no good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Caldwell-Pope passes to Vanderbilt. Clock at 6. Pass to Gibson. Over Smith. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
You can see the confidence from mid-range. That's a valuable part of Gibson's game.
Smith against Saric. Smith kicks to Hood. To the inside. Ingles finds Smith. Floats one up. He takes it up and lays it in. Smith's got his first bucket of the night.
And this is the perfect type shot for Smith. In close, he can just arc it over the top.
Pass to Caldwell-Pope. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
Smith the pass to Chris. Saric against Smith. Some solid defense from Saric. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Over in the corner, Caldwell-Pope. Now the pass to Saric. That one goes. Count it.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Smith kicks to Ingles. Pass to Chris. Smith scanning the floor. All alone. Offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Chris. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Taj Gibson. And the Grizzlies also with a sub. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Hood. So he gets them both. Here's Simons. Pass to Saric. Here's Vanderbilt. Batum with the 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Now here's Batum. Here's Simons. Five to shoot. Out to Saric. Shoots the three. And Baines pulls it down.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Smith on the wing, covered by Saric. Smith outside. Chris pass to Smith. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first.
You know, the way he plays the game, he's always in attack. This is the one area I think he definitely has to improve on in his career. Ish Smith is knocking down free throws.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Bazemore is checked in. Both free throws good from Smith. And Portland has possession. Simons surveying the D. It's rebounded by Memphis. Baines has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Ingles kicks to Smith. Pass to Baines. Ingles with the ball. Covered by Saric. Ingles can't get it to go. And for Portland, they're shooting around 37% in the fourth quarter. The minutes starting to wear on them. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. Simons. Portland no good that time either. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Smith the pass to Baines. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Paul George.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Now here is Smith. Smith kicks to Chris. There's the pass to Smith. For the 3. And no good.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And here's Batum. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. PG, you guys look confident out there, and especially yourself. How were you so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. You know, within our offense, you know, the key is to move. You know, my teammates do a great job of setting screens and getting me open. You know, I just got to, you know, stay within offense.
Well, it was great flow tonight, and it led to a good win, man. Congratulations. Kevin, all yours.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.